Let's say we want to extract the first 3 characters of the text "Hello World." This is the code we would have to write in C#. This is how we would do this in JavaScript. And here's how we would do it in Python. See how clean and simple the language is? And that's just the beginning. Python is a multi-purpose language, and you can use it for a wide range of jobs such as data analysis, AI and machine learning, writing automation scripts, building web, mobile and desktop applications, as well as software testing or even hacking. So if you want a high-paying, long-lasting career in any of these areas, especially AI and machine learning, and that's just the beginning. Python is a multi-purpose language, and you can use it for a wide range of jobs such as data analysis, AI and machine learning, writing automation scripts, building web, mobile and desktop applications, as well as software testing or even hacking. So if you want a high-paying, long-lasting career in any of these areas, especially AI and machine learning, Python is the language to put those opportunities at your fingertips. In fact, according to Indeed.com, the average salary of a Python developer in the US was over $115,000 in March 2018. And here are 4 more reasons that make Python the most desirable language. Python is a high-level language, so you don't have to worry about complex tasks such as memory management as you do in C++. It's cross-platform, which means you can build and run Python apps on Windows, Mac, and Linux. It has a huge community, so whenever you get stuck, there's someone out there to help. And it has a large ecosystem of libraries, frameworks, and tools. Whatever you want to do, it is likely that someone else has done it before, because Python has been around for over 20 years. There are 2 versions of Python out there. Python 2, which is the legacy version of Python, and is going to be supported until year 2020. And Python 3, which is Python for the future. In this course, you're going to learn Python 3. Hi, my name is Mosh Hamadani, and I'm going to be your instructor in this course. I'm a software engineer with 18 years of experience, and I have taught way over 1 million people how to code or how to become top professional software engineers. To learn more about me and my courses, head over to codewithmosh.com. Alright, now let's get started. Alright, the first thing I want you to do is open your browser and head over to python.org. On this page, under Downloads, you can download the latest version of Python. At the time of this video, the latest version is Python 3.13. Chances are in the future, when you're watching this video, there is a newer version of Python available. Don't worry, what I'm going to show you in this tutorial will apply to future versions of Python as well. So go ahead and download the latest version. Now, if you're on Windows, before you click install, make sure to check this little box here that says Add Python to Path. This step is very important and it will save you a lot of headaches later. So check this box and follow the installation. Now, to verify that Python is successfully installed, click this magnifier, and here in this search bar, type terminal. Now here in the terminal window, type Python -- version. This verifies that we have successfully installed Python 3.13. Now if you're on Mac, press Command space to bring up the Spotlight search. Here type terminal. Now to verify that we have installed Python correctly, on Mac we should type Python 3 space -- version. So as you can see, I've successfully installed Python 3.13 on this machine. So this environment you see here is what we call Python interpreter, which is basically a program that executes Python code. We can type our Python code in a file and give it to this interpreter, or we can type our code directly here in this interactive shell. So here we can write an expression like 2 + 2. In programming, an expression is a piece of code that produces a value. So here when we add 2 + 2, we get a value. That is why we refer to this piece of code as an expression. So enter, we get 4. Let's try a different kind of expression. Let's see if 2 is greater than 1. We get true, which is an example of a Boolean value. You're going to learn about these Boolean values in the next section. Now, what if we type 2 is greater than 5? Enter, we get false. So in programming, we have true.
Hello and welcome everyone to my Python tutorial series, and I'm excited to finally be doing this one for you guys. I have been wanting to do a Python series on my channel for a very long time. I just never got around to doing it. Actually, I did record some Python videos a while back. I started a series 2 or 3 years ago. I finished the first handful of videos and I never uploaded them because I never finished the series, and I just got sidetracked, and I thought about actually uploading those videos, but the problem is the sound quality is going to be so low. I don't really feel like you guys would enjoy that because the microphone I was using at the time, it was just horrible. So instead of uploading those videos, I unfortunately decided to start over, but I think that means that you guys will benefit from having a better tutorial series. And I know that this is a Linux channel, so you might be wondering, why am I doing a series of programming videos on a Linux channel? But Python is extremely common in Linux administration, and if you learn it, it's actually just one more powerful tool you can use to, in your system administrator tool set and even your Linux administrator tool set. In fact, my favorite open source project, Ansible, is written in Python. So if you decide to write in Python, you are definitely in good company. So in this particular video, we're not going to actually do any Python coding just yet. So I'm going to talk about what you need to get started, and then in the next video, we're going to actually interact with Python and start on the process. So if you already have Python installed, go ahead and move on to the next video. But the purpose of this video is just to outline the overall theme that we're going to be using in this series, and just make sure you have what you need to be started. Now, since this is a Linux YouTube channel, obviously, if the name wasn't any indication enough as it is, I am not able to show you how to install Python in macOS or Windows. So
What's up everybody? In this video I'm going to teach you everything you need to know to start coding with Python. I've also included 20 different hands-on projects to help you learn. You can find the entire list in the description of this video. Our final project will be a weather app that fetches real-time weather data from an API. Even if you've never coded anything in your life before, I'll walk you through the basics, the ABCs of programming. If that sounds good to you, then I encourage you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. This course doesn't cost you anything, but if you would like to help me out, you can help increase its reach by hitting the like button, leave a random comment down below, and subscribe if you'd like to be a fellow bro. Thank you, I appreciate it. I don't like boring introductions, so I say we just jump right in. There's 2 things we'll need to download. The first is a Python interpreter to convert our written code to machine code. We're going to head to python.org, go to Downloads, and download the latest version. We will open this executable. If you're on Windows, you'll want to check this checkbox, Add Python exe to path, and we will install now. The setup was successful, and that's all you need to do to download the Python interpreter. The second download we'll need is an IDE, an integrated development environment, basically a place where we can write code. For IDEs, there's two popular choices when writing Python code, PyCharm and VS Code. If you already use VS Code, you can stick with that, just be sure to download the Python extension. I find PyCharm more beginner-friendly if you've never coded. Python.org. Downloads and download the latest version. With write code. For IDEs, there's two popular choices when writing Python code, PyCharm and VS Code. If you want to use PyCharm, go to jetbrains.com/PyCharm and we will click this green download button. There's two versions of PyCharm, the professional version and the community version. The professional version is paid for. I would not recommend using it, only because there's plenty of free IDEs on the market. We'll use the community edition, the free one, because I don't like to pay for things, and I'm sure you don't either. Select the correct download for your operating system. I'm running Windows. I will download PyCharm. We will open this executable. Click Next. You could select a destination folder. I'll keep it as is. Next, I'll create a desktop shortcut, but you don't necessarily need to. Click Next, Install, and we'll just have to give it a moment. Okay, the setup is now complete. I'll check this checkbox to run PyCharm when we close this window. After opening PyCharm, we're going to create a new project. You can rename your Python project. I'll keep it as is. You can select a location. Again, I won't change that. You can create a sample welcome script, but for this tutorial, we won't. Let's select the latest Python version and create our new project. In the menu to the left, we're going to create a new Python file. File, new, Python file. Let's name this file main. But really, you can name it anything. And select Python file. Python files end with the py file extension. We should have our main Python file within our Python project folder. Now we're going to print something to the console window. Within our main Python file, we're going to write a print statement. So type print, add a set of parentheses. Between the set of parentheses, we will add a set of double quotes to print something, or single quotes, either one. My own preference is double quotes. Normally in a programming tutorial, the instructor would tell you to print something such as hello world, but we like to be different here. Instead, think of your favorite food. In this case, I like pizza. I will print, I like pizza. To run our Python program, we will click the screen arrow. To run our main Python file, we should have a console window that displays our output. I like pizza, or whatever your favorite food is. Let's print another line of code. Let's print, it's really good. By adding a second print statement, we are printing a second line of code. Now we'll discuss comments. The Python interpreter does output comments. To write a comment, you use a $sign. I like to call this a hashtag. My comment will be, this is my first Python program. Comments are used as notes for yourself or for other people reading this code. If I were to run this code again, this comment is not displayed to the output. We still have, I like pizza, it's really good. Alright everybody, so that is your very first Python program. And in the next topic, we'll discuss variables. Alright everybody, we are moving on to variables. A variable is a container for a value. There's 4 different data types we'll discuss: strings, integers, floats, and booleans. Yes, I know, that's a silly name. A variable behaves as if it was the value it contains. Each variable should have a unique name. Let's say we have a variable of first name. To assign a variable, you use the assignment operator of equals. For text, a string is a series of text. This can be double quotes or single quotes. My own preference is double quotes. Why don't you type in your first name? This variable of first name will behave as if it was this value, this series of characters. So to demonstrate this, I'm going to print my first name variable. So place it within a print statement without quotes. That will print your first name. Now you don't want this within quotes, because then you're literally printing the word first name. You could use your variable along with some text by using what is called an F string. That's the easiest way to display a variable. So you type F, then a set of quotes. That's a variable along with some text by using what is called an F string. That's the easiest way to display a variable. So you type F, then a set of quotes. The F means format. So let's say the word hello, then we will add our variable. We will insert our variable into this text when using an F string. To do that, you need a set of curly braces, then insert your variable. So the result is hello, whatever your first name is. In my case, bro. Let's create another variable. Let's say we have a variable of food. Food equals, think of your favorite food. For me, I will type pizza. Let's print the following. You like, add a placeholder. Again, I'm using an F string. Our variable of food. Hello, bro. You like pizza. Let's create an email. Use your own email or make up one. Let's say my email is bro123@fake.com. Then let's print our email. Your email is, add a placeholder, display our email variable. Your email is bro123@fake.com. So these are strings. I'm going to add a comment that these are strings. A string is a series of characters. They can include numbers, but we treat them as characters. Now we have integers. An integer is a whole number. An example of this could be somebody's age. How old are they? According to my YouTube statistics, many of you are between the ages of 18 through 24. Let's say that I'm 25. Let me zoom in a little. Your integer should not be within quotes, because it would be a string then, technically. If I would like to work with this variable, again, I'll use an fstring. Let's say you are, add a placeholder, display our age variable, years old. You are 25 years old. Another example of an integer could be a quantity. You are buying a certain amount of something. Maybe I am buying 3 items. I wouldn't have half an item. This would be a float technically, rather than an integer. We are buying 3 of something. So let's print the following. You are buying, add a placeholder, display our quantity, items. You are 25 years old. You are buying 3 items. Another example of an integer could be an amount of people. Let's say our 20 are buying item. Another example of an integer could be a quantity. You are buying a certain amount of something. Maybe I am buying 3 items. I wouldn't have half an item. This would be a float technically, rather than an integer. We are buying 3 of something. So let's print the following. You are buying, add a placeholder, display our quantity, items. You are 25 years old. You are buying 3 items. Another example of an integer could be an amount of people. Let's say num of students, like a classroom. There are 30 students in our class. Then we will print your class has, add a placeholder, students. We will display the number of students, num of students. Your class has 30 students. Those are integers, they're whole numbers. And again, make sure they're not within quotes, because then technically they would be a string. Integers we can use in arithmetic expressions. If they were strings, we couldn't. Those are integers, they're whole numbers. And again, make sure they're not within quotes, because then technically they would be a string. Integers we can use in arithmetic expressions. If they were strings, we couldn't. Then we have floats. Float means floating point number. A float is a number, but it contains a decimal portion. An example. a floats. Float means floating point number. A float is a number, but it contains a decimal portion. An example would be a price. What is the price of something? $10.99. Let's print our price. Print, I'll use an F string. The price is, add a placeholder, display our price. The price is $10.99. Let's precede our placeholder with a unit of currency. I'll pick American dollars, but feel free to pick something else. The price is $10.99. So floats contain a decimal portion. What about a grade point average, GPA? Let's say my GPA is 3.2. Then I will print your GPA is, display our GPA. Your GPA is 3.2. What about a distance? A distance can contain a decimal portion. 5.5 kilometers maybe. Then I will print you ran, add a placeholder, display our distance, then I'll add km for kilometers. Or you could add mi for miles, but I'll stick with kilometers. You ran 5.5 kilometers. Okay, then we have booleans. A boolean is either true or false. Let's say we're a student. Is student equals. If we are a student, we could say that this is true. True starts with a capital T. If we weren't a student, let's say we graduate, we could say that this is false. Again, the first letter is capital. Booleans only have two options, true or false. So let's say that I am a student. Then I will print, are you a student? Then we will display our Boolean value of is student. Are you a student? That is true. With Boolean values, we really don't output them directly. You're more likely to see them used internally within a program, such as when working with if statements. This is a topic we'll discuss in the future, so don't worry. You may see if is student, if this variable is true, then we will print the following. Now, we don't need to use an f-string, we're not going to insert any variables. You are a student. If this were false, we can add an else clause, where we will print, you are not a student. Our variable of isStudent is true. We will print the if statement, you are a student. If this were false, we will print whatever's within else. You are not a student. Let's think of a few more examples. Is something for sale? Like a car or a product of some sort. Let's say that is true. I'll write another if statement. If for sale, if this variable contains true, we will do the following. Let's print that item is for sale. Else, if it's false, we will print something else. That item is not available. For sale is set to true. This variable is true, we will print that item is for sale. Else, if it were false, we print that item is not available. One more example. Let's say we have a Boolean variable of is online. line. Is somebody online? I will set that to true. If is online, if that's true, we will print you are online. Else we will print you are offline. Is online is set to true. We will print you are online. Else if it were false, we print you're offline. Alright everybody, so those are variables. A variable is a reusable container for a value. There's 4 basic data types for beginners. A string, which is a series of text. Integers, which are whole numbers. Floats, which are numbers, but they contain a decimal portion. And booleans, which are either true or false. They're binary. Your assignment in the comments section is to post 4 variables. Post a string, an integer, a float, and a boolean. Try and think of a unique example if you can. And well everybody, those are variables in Python. Alright everybody, so we are moving on to typecasting. Typecasting is the process of converting a variable from one data type to another. Another. We have various functions to convert a value or variable to a string, an integer, a float, or a boolean. Let's create some variable. Another. We have various functions to convert a value or variable to a string, an integer, a float, or a boolean. Let's create some variables. We will create a name variable. Type in your full name. An age. Make up some age. A GPA for grade point average, let's say minus 3.2, and a boolean of is student. Are we currently a student? Let's say that's true. Now you actually could get the data type of a variable or a value by using the type function, then pass in a value or variable. However, when I run this, there's no output. So I need a print statement. We will print what is returned by the type function. Get the type of our name variable, then print it. So our name variable is a string, str. Our age variable is an integer, an int. GPA is a float. Is student is a boolean. Using these typecast functions, we can convert from one data type to another. Here's how. Let's start with something simple. Let's convert our GPA to an integer. Currently it's a float. I will reassign GPA, use the int function to typecast to an integer, then pass in my GPA. At the end, we will print our GPA. If we typecast 3.2 to a whole integer, what would the result be? A whole integer of 3. We truncate the decimal portion. Let's convert our age to a floating point number. We will reassign our variable of age, use the typecast function of float, then insert our age variable. Let's print our age variable, and it should be a floating point number, 25. 25.0. Now we'll cover string, our age variable, and it should be a floating point number, 25.0. Now we'll cover strings. Let's typecast our age to be a string. Age equals, call the typecast function of string, str, pass in our age variable. So the result is still going to appear the same, 25. However, it's a string, not an integer. And to prove that, I will enclose my age variable with the type function. The type of variable age is a string. It would be the same as if we're taking this number and enclosing it within quotes. So this would make a difference, because let's say that I add 1 to age. Age plus equals 1. Well, we would get a age plus equals 1. Well, we would get a type error. Can only concatenate strings, not integers, to a string. However, if I were to add a string of 1 to the end, we would be using string concatenation. So let's say it's my birthday, and I add 1 to 25. Well, since we're working with strings now, the result would be 251. I am 251 years old. So, strings and numbers behave differently. With numbers, we can use them within arithmetic expressions. Strings, not so much. We will take our name variable and typecast it to a Boolean. Name equals, call the typecast function of bool, pass in our name variable. This has an interesting result, so I'm going to print name. Booleans are either true or false. If I typecast my string of text into a Boolean, that gives me true. Now it really doesn't matter what I write here. If I were to change my name to a single character such as B, this would still be true. If our string variable was empty, there were no characters within it, that would actually give us false. We could use this to check to see if somebody enters in their name or not. If somebody types in their name, then we typecast it to a Boolean. If somebody skips entering in their name, that would return false. We could reprompt the user to enter in their name again. Alright everybody, so that is typecasting. It is the process of converting a variable from one data type to another. another. This is especially useful with handling user input, because user input is always a string. There may be at times where you want to convert it to an integer, a float, or a boolean. And well everybody, that is typecasting in Python. Alright everybody, in this cast convert it to an integer, user enters in their name or not. Now we have text into a boolean. With numbers, we can use them within arithmetic expressions. Strings, not so much. We will take our name variable and typecast it to a like 51 years old. So, strings and numbers behave differently. With numbers, we can use them within arithmetic expressions. Strings, not so much. We will take our name variable and typecast it to a boolean. To check because you how we here's Alright everybody, in this topic I'm going to show you how we can accept user input in Python. We use the input function. It's a function that prompts the user to enter in data, and it returns the entered data as a string. Here's an example. To accept user input, we will call the input function. When I run this program, we need to enter in data to our console window. window.